first off, it's great to see you all being Matt. No, we're excited about Matt being here, and this is we met with the team last night and introduced Matt, and then Matt's been meeting with all the pitchers individually, studying a lot of their videos, and obviously from recruiting over the last 5-6 years, he knows pretty much all of our guys. He's seen a lot of them and recruited some of them, and it's not like we're starting over here. So glad to have Matt. Tough time of year to be changing jobs. We're happy for Coach Johnson and his new position and the opportunity that he had put in front of him. He had a tough decision to make, and honestly, it was very hard on him. But we felt like that being able to go out and get someone like Matt, that we're not going to skip a beat. So feel fortunate to get Matt to come over at this time of year. Like I said earlier, it's hard when you have a wife and 3 kids and things are going pretty good. And Wake Forest has done a great job the last 4 or 5 years, and Matt's been there for 4 years. And if you don't know a lot about Wake Forest, they play in one of the smallest Division I ballparks in the country. And I think that you always have to, people will say this and that or whatever. I think they hit 106 home runs there a couple, 3 years ago when they were within maybe one out of getting to the College World Series when Florida beat them in the Super Regional, I think in Game 3. It was a pretty good series, obviously. So, but Matt has a reputation out there nationally to be real innovative, a very good teacher, developer of young pitchers. There's a lot of guys across the country that want that type of pitching coach, and we feel like what's been going on here the last few years. Like I said earlier, this is just a smooth transition for us. So we're excited to get Matt rolling.
Just want to go ahead and start the question, or you?
All right. On my end, I'm just really excited to be here, and the opportunity obviously is fantastic. And I want to thank Mr. Yurchek and Coach Van Horn for allowing me to have this opportunity to coach at Arkansas. It's always been a place that I've looked at and admired from afar, and some of the things that have happened here over the last 17, 18 years that Coach Van Horn has been here. It's really been something incredibly special, and just to get to be a part of that now is a great honor, and I'm obviously looking to keep things going in the right direction on the field.
Dave, how many guys do you consider for the job? I mean, how tough? I'm sure there was a lot of interest. Maybe both y'all could, who initiated the contact, kind of who called who first?
Well, to answer your first of 3 questions there, let me see here. Yeah, there's probably 5 or 6 guys that kind of jump out at you a little bit, and the way the process is now, and obviously all these guys had jobs that were interested and that are on kind of the short list, and so I was contacted by agents, lawyers, suggesting their clients. As soon as I realized and got Wes to kind of tell me that, I started sensing it. First I didn't think it was going to happen 3 weeks out, and I told Wes, hey, why don't you just go ahead and take that interview in Seattle? Let's just get this moving on a little bit. And it kind of went on, and I thought it was over. And then Minnesota came in, and we had another conversation. That's when it kind of hit me, hey, this could happen. So then I started, thinking a little bit, and then actually called Wes in and started picking his brain, and then trying to read him at the same time. Hey, if you were to leave, who are some guys that you like? Matt was one of them, obviously, and but yeah, there were 5 or 6 that I was considering, and then but Matt was at the top of the list, and basically just obviously hated to do it. Honestly, contacted his head coach and said, I want to talk to Matt. And as you know, I lost my pitching coach, and he was great, because you never know how that's going to go. In the summer it's a little easier, but in the middle of the season it's tough. And, I mentioned that to the players last night. It's tough for a coach to leave in the middle of summer, or excuse me, in the middle of the season, right? we call this the middle of our season because it's the end of a break and you've committed all these kids and recruited them, coached them all fall and you leave and stuff. So, but Matt was the guy that we wanted from the beginning, got him in here and, showed him around and it went well.
The relationship that you both have with Tony, how much did that play into, getting you here and just the conversations that went on there?
Well, I'll start real quick, because I called Tony, I called Tim Jamison, and Tim Jamison and I coached against each other in the Big 12 for a few years, and I spent about a month with him in the summer of 2011 with Team USA. He was actually the head coach and I was an assistant, and just really liked him and trust him, and he had nothing but great things to say about Matt, so that was big for me. And then, Tony, kind of the same thing, and they played together a little bit, they're around the same age, and Tony being a first-time head coach and being a first-time head coach at an SEC school program, he wanted to get a head coach if he could to be his pitching coach, someone that had that experience, could help him a little bit. And I think if it hadn't worked out, then Matt would have had another decision to make. But I think Tony would have liked to have had him because he trusts him, he knows what he can do, and knows what he's done. So it meant a lot. You always want to you do the best you can. You try to get the most information out of people to find out things you don't know 100% about people. So it was big for me.
Matt, just